And what is up, everyone? It is your boy Bry, and today we're gonna be looking at a Lil Tracy and a famous Dex type recording template. Also, obviously mixing the type of vocals and all of that. So yeah, um, pretty much I'm gonna break this down into two tutorials. So I'll start off with the. Let me just make sure that I don't have my main speakers on. All right, cool. So basically, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna first do the Tracy vocal, but I'm gonna play the whole song for you just so you can hear the kind of emphasis on the more chorus style and whatever, and the rap verse and all that. So I'll play this from the beginning. Shout out to Band Boy, yeah. Free beat, you can go check that out for non-profit use. I'll try link in the description. Let me remember to do that. I need to start doing that. All right, let's play. Dexter.
Hundreds and fifties, we counting up racks, focused on getting these plaques. Diamonds like water, I'm whipping the water, I slap that girl right on the ass, yo. I'm flipping, they calling me flipper. I hit the once and then dipper, like a way to yeah tipper. That girl, she tug on my zipper, what? I'm whipping that clean, I'm serving it clean. I cannot sip lean, my rims are too clean. Diamonds ain't looking like water, riding around with your daughter. I'm getting money like a father, no keys, push the start out. Lil Tracy, yeah. Diamonds on me, yeah. Money on me, yeah. Current got keys, yeah. I get the racks like Costco. She go where the wind blows. My little bitch a rock star. Step on stage, match my guitar. Cashing the cake, yeah. I'm stacking these beans now. Can't do me dirty, yeah. Cause I'm too clean now. Cameras on me now. She said she want me now. Young Shakespeare, but I mean, wow. Hundreds and fifties, we counting up racks, focused on getting these plaques. Diamonds like water, I'm whipping the water, I slap that girl right on the ass, yo. I'm flipping, they calling me flipper.
Alright.
I hit the once and then dipper,
Yo.
like a way to yeah tipper. That girl, she tug on my zipper, what? I'm whipping that clean,
Yo.
I'm serving it clean. I cannot sip lean, my rims are too clean.
Alright, there you go. So that's pretty cool, right? So yeah, second part we'll go to the Dex style. That's more for your triplet flow and all that. I did watch an interesting video the other day on YouTube, which basically they were breaking down how the artist creates the piece, right? Now the Stig is pretty decent or fairly decent at replicating an artist's style, so we might as well describe what's going on here. So as you can hear, before we even get to the Tracy part, you can kind of hear the ad-libs over here, I think. So these.
And then dipper, like a way to yeah tipper. That girl, she tug on my I'm whipping that clean, I'm serving it clean. I cannot sip lean.
You can hear in the background. I say like we start coming in with the, and this is a Lil Wayne technique. So just listen. All right. So there you go. You know what I mean? This is kind of a Lil Wayne technique. Lil Wayne was famous for kind of, as his verse was coming up, add ad-lib here and there, because the most important thing for me when I listen to different artists is their timing, right? Timing is everything. So, listen to how an artist lands on certain kick drums, how they ends of bars or whatever, land on the snares and all of that type of stuff. To me, that makes a good rapper as well as performer, you know what I mean? Just being able to stay on beat with the track. There is a style of doing the triplet flow, but that is still in tune with the beat. It's still in time with the beat. So yeah, that's the first thing I do. So as you can hear, it's all ad-libbing and all that kind of stuff. So as well.
Clean. I cannot sip lean. My rims are too clean. Diamonds ain't looking like water. Riding around with your daughter. I'm getting money like a father. No keys, push the start out. Lil Tracy, yeah. Diamonds on me, yeah. Money on me, yeah.
So yeah, as you can see, the Tracy style. So what I'll try and do is Lil Tracy, yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, so that's the channel right there. Lil Tracy, yeah. You know what I mean? Tracy has like a kind of sound that's like, yeah, Lil Tracy. You know what I mean? You gotta be able to stretch that. Yeah. It comes out of the throat. You know what I mean? There are different types of techniques you can use to sing and rap. Generally for, I speak out my chest. I've learned to do that. So as you can hear, I've got a certain sound without the Autotune, obviously. But Lil Tracy, that's coming out of here. Yeah. If I try out of my throat, yeah. Same thing. You know what I mean? It's not too hard to do.
So yeah, that's pretty much that. This is sounding pretty cool. I might get used to that. But anyway, pretty much all we have is a Autotune. But I'm not done with all of that, so let us
Alrighty, yeah. So there, I'm back to my normal dry voice, and yeah, pretty much we've got two different. We're keeping it really simple. Lil Tracy is not someone who does like 60,000 vocal doubles and all that. I was in a studio session once, and the artists were like, "Yo, we want to do 60 doubles." Like literally, they said probably 20 to 60 doubles, and the engineer was like, "What?" So yeah, keep it really simple and
Oh, keys push the start out. Lil Tracy, yeah. Diamonds on me, yeah. Money.
So your ad-lib doesn't have to be, you see, Dex's ad-libs are what? Yeah, you know what I mean? Tracy's can be singing, you know what I mean? So you add in the parts, you can add a little delay, you can add all of that kind of vibe, and it's pretty much, it's easy. You just need to have that aesthetic, you gotta get the aesthetic down before you get into the vibe. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I'll firstly go through the main vocals. So
oh, keys push the start out. Lil Tracy, yeah. Diamonds on me, yeah.
So we just have standard pitcher. Pitcher will get the job done every time. Pitcher on hard. The beat is a C minor, so you gotta go figure that out for yourself. There's a video on how to set the beats auto-tune wherever. Just go find it in the videos. So basically, what we're doing with this is we parallel processing the vocal, right? So what we're doing is we're sending it to the dry channel, which is basically the main rap channel before the main mono channel, right? I'm doing this a bit complicated, but it works, right? You can hear the sound. So what we're doing is we're doing a lot of parallel processing. So the first thing is we are taking it to the double take.
Oh, keys push the start out. Lil Tracy, yeah.
So when I turn this on and up, right, I'll just boost it so you can hear, and we'll go to those plugins now.
Oh, keys push the start out. Lil Tracy, yeah. Diamonds on me, yeah. Money on me, yeah. Current got keys, yeah. I get the rack.
See, if you listen to music critically, a lot of artists you can hear, if the engineer does it properly, there's always a kind of piece of candy or something sitting around the vocal, right? It's just sounding sweeter than like naturally it could, right? So basically what I'm doing here is I'm pitching it again, which is really unnecessary, but it just gives the a bit of variation. And then what we're doing is we are offsetting the time. Now, offsetting the time is a little trick I've learned in Pro Tools, basically where you can create a false stereo image by delaying the left and right signal. So it doesn't become a mono signal anymore, right? Because now we've got a difference between our left and right. So if I was to, let's just, oh my gosh. Let us mute the instrumental, mute all the effects, and just have the vocal in the double take.
Oh, keys push the start out. Lil Tracy.
And you can hear the difference with the deck.
Oh, keys push the start.
Very dry.
Oh, keys push the start out. Lil Tracy, yeah.
So
Diamonds on me,
back,
yeah. Money on me, yeah. Current got keys, yeah. I get the racks like Costco.
So all we're doing is we are delaying it by like 3 milliseconds, just so we can vary it, right? And then what we're doing is we're using this MDA Haas effect, right? The Haas effect, you can go and Google that. I can't really describe it, so it is like a whole little delay time thingy. But that's what we're doing. We're delaying the signal even further, right? Just to taste. You obviously, every song and tempo is going to be different, and we're doing stuff that I don't really know, but hey, it works, right? So the next thing we're doing is we're creating a bit of movement again, right? Because obviously we've moved the signal, but it's never going to move. It's just going to stay right in a time difference. So what we're doing is we're using Panamatic to move it left and right constantly, and we're using the LFO tool. So as you can see, you'll see the bar moving left to right.
Oh, keys push the start out. Lil Tracy, yeah.
See right?
Diamonds on me, yeah.
Then it moves
Money
left.
on me, yeah. Current got keys, yeah.
See what I mean? So it slowly moves left to right. And I prefer slow because, as the human ear, as the song progresses, you can hear it changing. And if you do it fast, it's just going to do this. This is not a house song. This is hip-hop. Hip-hop is very laid back and relaxed. So you can do that to taste. And all we're really doing here is we just, mashing the EQ just so we don't get this in the way. We just want it to sit right under the vocal. We don't want it to be too crazy. So if I quickly bypass these, my bad. Where were we there? Double take, right? So let's bypass all of these and you'll hear how apparent it is.
Oh, keys push the start out. Lil Tracy, yeah.
Very in your
Diamonds
face.
on me, yeah. Money on me.
So there you go. That's a little secret hack. I shouldn't even be showing. This is like some other stuff, right? It's Christmas. Let's do it. Yeah, that's pretty much it in terms of the main vocal, right? Background vocal is exactly the same. All we're doing now is we've dedicated a channel to actually singing into it. So if you're using the recording template, control left click, and all we're doing is singing into there, right? So you'll see, I'll just leave that there. You'll see when we sing.
No keys, push the start out. Dexter. Lil Tracy, yeah. Diamonds on me, yeah. Money on me, yeah. Current got keys, yeah.
And the reason why I decided to keep it the same, right, as the parallel effect is because it just, we don't want to make it sound totally different. There's no reason to, right? We've got a theme that we're going for. We want to keep that theme. So yeah, that's pretty much that. Now we're going to turn on the reverbs and all that. Reverb really minimal.
No keys, push the stop.
The delay I wasn't using because, we got a little cool effect that we found, right? If you own FL Studio 12, I think it's like from 12.1 and up or whatever. I did a video on the secret plugins in FL. There's a whole bunch of just recreations from Wise Labs and Ulean, Ulean. So yeah, I mean, this is pretty cool. Basically what this plugin is, it's got a whole bunch of plugins you would normally use, right? I don't know what this is. This is a blood overdrive. There's a distortion, there's a delay, there is a reverbs, the convolver, which is basically, snapshots of real rooms. And we're just using those effects. It's just saves CPU. As you can see, it uses such minimal CPU, right? And it's just easy, what they should have done is label, this is reverb, this is whatever. But these are the settings I'm going for. You can go and play around.
No keys, push the start out. Dexter. Lil Tracy, yeah.
Distortion.
Diamonds on me, yeah. Money on me, yeah. Current got keys, yeah. I get the racks like cuss.
So that's just adding a lot more extra kind of vibe to the song. And yeah, that's pretty much
No
it.
keys, push the start out. Dexter. Lil Tracy, yeah. Diamonds on me, yeah. Money on me, yeah.
So yeah, that's all the effects out the way. I should have already done the EQ and all that stuff, because the most important thing is if vocals aren't sounding good from the get-go, you're not gonna get a great result. You're gonna end up mixing for hours just trying to fix something that was never intended to be pure and clean. You know what I mean? It's already got a taint of room tone in it or whatever. But yeah, so the first thing I do is I cut out whatever I don't like, right? So we're just cutting out a bit of 400. So let's just listen to
No
that.
keys, push the start out. Dexter. Lil Tracy, yeah.
We don't need that frequency. We just kind of dip it a little bit, right? All right. So the next thing we do is we are doing a bit more dipping at a different frequency. And we are then going on to, let me just try find. So we go from main vocal to mono. My bad. And yeah, so we're gonna do a bit of bass colors. This is basically from the J Critch template, except I've remodified everything. We're using these two Air Windows plugins. Shout out to Chris as usual.
No keys, push the start out. Dexter. Lil Tracy, yeah.
And it's just adding a bit of harmonic distortion. We're using the tube setting. Interestingly enough, I didn't think I was going to use this one.
No keys, push the start out. Dexter. Lil Tracy, yeah.
That's nice.
Diamonds on me, yeah. Money on me.
I decided to go for the tube because it just has it has that high-end distortion sound, which is really nice. Lil Tracy, generally, they kind of distort their vocals in a cool way. And yeah, compressor, which I'm bypassing because I'm using some juicy compression before going into the DAW. So you can use that if you don't have external effects or an external preamp or something. EQing, we're doing just normal EQing, except this time we're cutting a lot of the boxiness away. Just hit it into here.
Lil Tracy, yeah.
By bypass.
Diamonds on me, yeah. Money on me, yeah.
You know what I mean? We don't need that low end, right? We want the bass to be really prominent. It's like a plug type beat. And then we're doing one of my other kind of cool little effects or tricks is basically to solo out a frequency that you like for intelligibility and then just to boost it. Now an SSL EQ is a great way to do this. So yeah, we're doing that. You can pause the video and just copy effects. And then we're doing a little bit of R-comp. Why is it called this? I don't know why these things are being named like that, but yeah. So there you go. This is another little trick that I use. My favorite compressor for rap. Alternatively, you could use the Fruity compressor.
Lil Tracy, yeah. Diamonds on me, yeah. Money on me, yeah.
Almost has the same sound. This has a bit of a strange characteristic that I really like. It also has a gate on it, which is really cool. But yeah, you can use this. This is called the RVox, the Waves RVox. It comes from the Renaissance bundle, which I highly recommend. Awesome plugin. Soft saturation just for extra bit of grit. And we just want to clip the vocal to keep it from going all over the place, even though we've done a lot of compression. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Then we're doing a lot of crazy de-essing as usual. This is a great de-esser and it's free, so check it out.
Lil Tracy, yeah. Diamonds on me, yeah. Lil Tracy.
You see that C?
Lil Tracy, yeah. Diamonds on me, yeah.
See, it has a little bit of characteristic on it, but you know, your audience is never going to hear you A, B anything. So as long as you can hear every word, it's pretty cool, you know. So yeah, that's pretty much it. We're just doing EQ, you know, just to kind of get rid of what we don't like. Obviously, your voice is going to be different to the Stig's voice. And yeah, that's pretty much it. As usual, we're skipping because we've done a lot of compression. We're not going to do any more multi-banding, and we're just limiting. And master bus, another little trick is the waves S1. As you can see the difference here, this really helps to spread the effects. You don't want to go too crazy because the mix starts to fall apart, and it's not what you want. So
Lil Tracy, yeah. Diamonds on me, yeah. Money on me, yeah. Car got keys, yeah. I get the racks like Costco. She go, the wind blows. My little bitch a rock star. Step on stage, match my guitar. Catching the cake, yeah. I'm stacking these beans now.
So there you go, that's really it. You know, the only other thing I can really say is layer your stuff with intent. So as you could hear, I was just listening. Where was I over here?
Bitch a rock star, step on stage, match my guitar.
You know, you don't have to, you know, in a lot of other tutorials, I've layered every single word. You can, if you want your effects to kind of be a bit loud in the mix, you can use it to emphasize certain words, right? So as you can hear,
Costco,
that Costco, right? That's quite
Costco. She go, the wind blows. My little bitch a rock star. Step on stage, match my guitar. Catching the cake, yeah. I'm stacking these beans now. Can't do me dirty, yeah, cause I'm so clean now.
And don't be afraid of using automation just to get rid of certain things. This was too loud and was taking over the main vocals, so you know, you can just use a bit of automation. So automate, all you need to do is you need to right click, automate. You can automate the panning or the volume. And as you can see here, I used both. And if I just click on the so this is what it automates. It automates these two. So check what's happening.
Keys push the start out. Lil Tracy, keys push the start out.
You know what I mean? It's just fading in and it's panning from left to right. Just little things are gonna make your mix really stand out. And yeah, I mean the fading out and all of that. I'll save that for the Dex video because that's part of the Dex stuff. But yeah, that's pretty much it. You know, I hope you learned something. You know, I don't really know what to say in these videos. It's simple. You know, you just gotta make sure that your mic is decent, your preamps are decent, and you know, you can cop one of these templates or you can recreate them yourself. I'm really giving you the keys here. Just to make great music, right? At the end of the day, it's all about the music, it's all about the art. It is your boy Fry. Stay tuned for part 2. I'll be releasing these hand in hand, right after each other. So yeah, stay tuned. It's your boy Fry. Peace.